Hello, guys. Hello, Kit from Kaos, Victor, Mohammed, Clarks, Matteo. Thank you, guys. Darren, Lehman. It's better. It's better, my friend. It doesn't hurt anymore. Alaikum salam, Kaira. Hello, Ivan Kozic. Vicky, Matteo. No, the pack is doing well. But like, it doesn't mean that it is. Hello, Vicky. Hello to India. Alaikum salam, Saif. Matteo, thank you, my friend. Yes, I was so afraid, Michael. If it was, hello, Andrea, welcome. I was so afraid because, trust me, when you give so long break and then you want to make a comeback, it's so hard, to start everything from the beginning, to get used to everything. Like you feel so rusty. And then you finally, okay, I'm 80%, and then I won the match as a test, if I should continue or not. And then you get hurt. And like, if I would just like seriously injured, if it was something torn here, I would just say, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna arm wrestle, And hello to Louisiana Archers, Madhouse. When will you be in America? I'm anxious to meet you. Hopefully, when I have some free time. Kuyushko arm wrestling. Hello, Mr. Terzi. Good to see you. I'm so happy that chests are feeling better. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I love all the arm wrestling fans, as long as they are that 2-3%, toxic, just love you guys, It's not shoulders, my friend. It is pack, and it is better. Maybe tomorrow I will do a chest training, but it is not like really training, but just do everything like probably as much as I can, up to 20% more than, not more than that. Hello, George. Hello, my friends. Hello, Soap Dog. Hello to Alberta. I competed my first World Championships in Alberta, Edmonton, 1993, exactly 30 years ago. Thank you, Matteo. Thank you. Luca. Hello, Luca. Hello, my friends. Unapologetic patriot. Hello, brother. Glad to see the package. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Your support is very important. I really like it. Okay. Now I turn the computer on, and then now I can follow from here. Okay. Kadirgale. Yeah, I have some crazy ideas this year. Great match with Ray, hoping to see Pulim. Yes, my friend. The Ray was only beginning. Ray was only beginning match. Thanks to him for accepting. And 45. Yeah, it was very cold when I went there. My bicep is not completely healed up. The inside, there are two heads of the bicep. The inside one, they say, doctor told me it's only 20% is holding, 80% is not holding. It's like gone, Hello, burning tendons. Hello, Dino. Greetings to Croatia. Rino Masic is trying to come, but looks like his internet is not so good, or I think he joined, yeah. Yeah, George, I love as well, Who is Hutchins pulling now? Zurab is injured. That is a problem that I need to fix as soon as possible, clerks. And is it better to cap or not to cap? For me, I do. I cap, like only it needs to be like someone that, crazy grip. Your hand is tired already. And then even if you cap, you fingers are sliding down, and then so maybe you want to grab him from low from the arm and just force the match to the. Hello, Rino. Hello, welcome, my
Hi,
friend.
Engin. Hi.
Good to see you finally, huh?
Good to see you too. I'm just trying to set everything up.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah. Kadirgali versus Devon, 110 kg catch. Anything is possible. Big Dan, it is your kindness, my friend. I think the most important people, there are more than one, but if you say the most important, I think it's Devon, you know. Hello to India, Anurag. Rino, I can't wait to see Rino Masic compete at East versus West. You are in such great. Thank you, Matteo. Thank you. Really excited for East versus West. I will always support your events. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Together we will do crazy things because I don't think anyone would question what I feel for the arm wrestling. I want to do something crazy at the end of this year, really crazy. And then we will see if I can make it or not, like really crazy, but we will see. So how is everything, Rino? Congratulations once again, winning the Europeans left and right. And you were very dominant. I think the only match that you really had some serious trouble was against our Italian friends.
Yes, Lamparelli.
Lamparelli is a great top roller, and it was a very good match.
Yes,
and
yes.
I set him against Matt Mask.
That's a really good match.
Yeah.
I think I had more trouble against him because I pulled in the wrong lane. He really tried to counter my press, and he did that successfully. And I think if I just changed something a bit in the start, I think I would have gone a lot easier. I think the match would have been a lot easier.
So now you have some experience about it. Yes, and I think that is part of your development, that you are pulling all kind of different style guys, and then now with time you are learning more how to pull against different guys, you know. And
absolutely,
I think this event, East versus West, also will add something more to your experience. This is only start, and hopefully you will have more opportunities. And then, how old are you now? 19?
18. I'm still 18.
Which month? Which year you born?
2004.
2004. Oh, so okay, then you born in second half of the year?
Yes, in August. At the very end of August. 31st of August.
End of August, you will be 19. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good that you're already doing great things. And you go in WAF?
What?
You go into WAF Wars, Kazakhstan?
Yes.
Which category, 110 or 100?
I was planning on going to 110, but I don't know. It might change, but for now it's 110.
And what's your weight now?
113, 14 kilos, something like
13,
that.
14, yeah, losing 13, 14 kilo in less than 2 months and competing 100 kilo, I think it's gonna take a lot away from you.
Yeah.
But this is your choice, you know, losing 13, 14 kilo, and you are not really fat. Yeah, a little bit overweight, a little bit. I saw a little bit.
No, I'm definitely overweight. But even if I wanted to go in a different class, I was planning on maybe going to the plus category, not lower than 110 kilos.
Oh, okay. So nothing like hundreds.
No.
Oh, okay. So you want to do something, yeah, okay, more special by winning the heavyweight category. Yeah, it won't be easy. It won't be easy. That there are some guys that are good, you know. Yeah.
Especially because all of them have like huge hands. That's the most difficult thing.
Huge hands. Also, there are like more than one guy that can stop you and tire you, and then next round you may be a victim of your draw.
Yeah.
If you win quick, it's good, but the tournament is like sometimes it can be very, very how say like bad,
tiring,
you know?
tiring and difficult.
Yeah, you have one round with the guy, 2 minutes you pull, the other guy flashes, second round you meet the guy. You are now 70%, the guy is just 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There is a question for you, Silky Wilkie, thank you. Does Rino get his eyebrows done? Now you are showcasing models on East versus West Engine. So, so he thinks that you are a model and you making your eyebrows down?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I do get my eyebrows done, and thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, oh, sorry. So these are eyelashes, this is eyebrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Engin, is there going to be any full video footage on King of the Table? My friend, the King of the Table is owned by different people. I don't know when they are going to share, if they are going to share. You know, I have no idea, my friend. I only competed. Hello, Big Grow Goats. And okay, what time is it? 1 after. Okay, I think. Oh, you came already. You are on different page, Terence. How are you, my friend? I didn't see you.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
Oh, I didn't
I was
even
just
see.
listening what you're saying about me. I was just listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, how have you been, Terence?
No, I've been good. I think training went very well. I didn't get any injuries while training, so I'm very happy. So I'm coming ready. I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, you coming ready? Yeah.
Yes,
Did you watch his match with Lamparelli?
I did see it. Yes, it was a very
Yeah,
good match.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a
So
very good match.
what do you think about now? When I said like if it's a good match or not, but did you like have any kind of conclusions about how to pull against him?
Yes, definitely. I was training to stay out of his very strong press and side pressure and hook because he changed his line very quickly. So I saw with the guy pulled at arm horse. What is his name again? I had trouble on the left hand from that transition. He went for top roll and suddenly went to a shoulder roll. So I was very struggling on the left hand with that. So I was training very hard to not let it happen on the right hand with me as well. So yeah, I did see some videos and some footage. So yeah, I did train very hard. So I think, yeah, I've trained for that.
Okay, so you said that you need to get away from his pressure. What's the best way to get away pressure? You think it's top roll? If it was top roll, then the Lamparelli would get away. Or
Yeah,
you
no,
think that it's the best way is different than what Lamparelli did?
yeah, I think Lamparelli was a little bit too slow. He was already, Rino was already behind his arm. So I think that gave Lamparelli a lot of trouble. So yeah, I think if you can get him out of his shoulder line, you have a better chance. But he's so fast, so it's going to be a difficult task.
Yeah, but what is that? Like getting this or this?
I think if you're going to go for this, you'll end up in this position. But if you're going to go for this, you'll end up in that position where you don't want to be. So I think you have to be very clever to pull against him. But also, he's not only press and only side pressure. He can hook, he can top roll, he can do anything. So luckily for me, I'm also versatile. So I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, I was like you pulled the guy Mindaugas. What was his name?
Yes, Mindaugas Dulskas.
Yeah, I saw that like I thought that you could be having some trouble with your elbow because he was also putting that kind of pressure. And then you are like, okay, let's go inside, And then I was kind of surprised to see that your inside is like also ready. So yeah,
Yes,
it's interesting. I just can't wait. I see that one of you used to be at Rino's place.
exactly.
And then now after a long time you're making a comeback, and now someone is just a new emerging star, Rino, and now you guys are gonna pull. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I think you are more experienced than him, but he also has really good horsepower. We will see. How it will be. How do you see that match, Rino? How do you see your chances? you're gonna approach the match like a gentleman, this and that, or you're gonna approach the match, listen, this has been my dream. Sorry, but I have to destroy you or something, you know.
I think it will be something in between. I think the match will definitely be very interesting. I can't wait also. And I think that Terence is definitely a fierce opponent, and he's not to be taken lightly. And I'll have to really be focused and you know, train hard for the match. So I do see, I still do think that I am the favorite, but I think that it will definitely be a good match.
Yeah, I think you need to see yourself as a favorite. You know, if you are going into the match, like, you should never see yourself like, oh, like I'm gonna lose or something. But the way that you are saying that you are favorite, is it from your own perspective or even with the objective eyes?
I think it's from my own perspective.
Okay. And you, Terence?
Yeah, I think, Rino, how old are you now? You're 18 years old, right?
Yes.
Wow. So I've been pulling longer than you are old.
Yeah.
What is your birth month?
2004, August 31st.
Okay, 2004. Okay, I only started in 2005, March. So you are 6 months older when I started to arm wrestle. So definitely, I think the experience is on my side.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Once I was you in the past. I started arm wrestling when I was 20 years old, and yeah, I beat some good names. I beat some in the world championships. After the competitions, they said, what the hell is this guy on the Northeast Pro boards? I don't know if Ingen can remember that. But yeah, I used to be you. So I see a lot of you in myself. I used to also be an upcoming star. And because I stay so far from the world, I think you're much more privileged than me to be close to the competitions. But for me, it's very far to travel and it's very expensive. So at one stage of my life, my job didn't allow me to travel anymore. And but at least now it's getting better. I can get the chance of traveling again. So yeah, I wasn't out of arm wrestling. I was still competing in South Africa, but nobody saw because it's only in South Africa. But we have some good athletes here as well. So yeah, I think in my eyes, I stand a very good chance of beating you. I've also, the guys I train with also feel confident. So yeah, we'll see. It's difficult to imagine.
It's good. I like it. And everything you say is right. But the way you're right. He lives right in Europe. Europe is where like anyone who is competing twice a year, European and World Championships, is just having the best experience in the world.
No, definitely.
But what you can do, Terence, I think you can just try to make the sport more developed where you are, and then just involve more people and make your own tough competition. But do you feel like, Terence, you said you are far away. Do you also feel like, is like this event as an opportunity for yourself?
No, yes, definitely. I'm very pleased and I'm so thankful for being invited. Because if I can, obviously both of us is making our debut in this East versus West. So both of us wants to win, because as soon as you win, everybody wants to see you to pull against the next guy. If you lose, your chances of pulling a next better opponent is very scarce. So I think for me and Rino both, it's a very big opportunity. So definitely East versus West is the platform everybody wants to compete at.
Yeah.
So
I want to cut you when you say like you are thankful, but just remember, everyone who is invited deserves to be here. 100%. There is no one is giving them anything. It's only what they deserve. And yes, that is something that, if you lose, you may have to go through qualification. While when you win, everyone is gonna say, "Hey, we want to see him again. This guy, that guy, that guy."
Yeah. So So yeah, definitely that's the mindset I'm coming to the competition. I need to win this match. I'm feeling bad for Rino. You have to pull against me because he has the same mindset. He also needs to win to continue. But yeah, he has a good, solid name. Everybody is the crowd favorite, definitely. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good match. I just hope it's a good match.
So you are not coming there with any doubt in your mind that, you know, I'm gonna win this. I'm making a comeback and I'm gonna win, huh, Terence?
Yeah, definitely. If you can see the matches what I've pulled in the past. I was at Armors. I pulled some very strong opponents there. I saw Rino training with the same guy. I think I did a better performance than that guy. Nothing to take away from him. Styles make matches, and obviously 9 months later, you can't really compare it. But for your own confidence, with the matches I saw, I think I have a very good chance.
Was it after pool, or it was training, or it was competition?
Yeah, what I saw was after pool, so you can't really read too much into that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think Sanders did pull Dulskas, and also I pulled Dulskas. So I think I feel very confident after that match.
Yeah. Another question: where are you now compared to your prime?
Yes,
or is this your prime?
This is a difficult question. It's difficult to answer, but if I see the weights what I'm using to train with, I'm definitely stronger than I was. Obviously, I don't use
You are more experienced now. You are more experienced now. So you are physically stronger and more experienced and hungry because you have been far from the competition. So I think that this is the most dangerous Terence we have ever seen.
Yes, I think so. Obviously, I'm not scared to say that I don't use any supplements, so I'm clean. I will always remain clean. You know me, and you had a chat before. But luckily for somebody what is not using any supplements, he has a better chance of keeping his stamina during the match. I think I think it's going to be very good. I know Rino is also clean, so I think that is a fair match. So the best guy on the day is going to win.
Okay. And okay, how do we pronounce your name? Rino or Rhino?
Rino.
Rino, yeah, okay.
Rino.
I say Rino. Rino, there is a super chat for you. Rino, you are a Croatian. Silky Wilkie is asking. One of my favorite footballers growing up was Luka Modric. Did you ever see him play?
I saw him play, but I never saw him in person.
Oh, you never. So you are not really a football fan, or
no? I am a football fan, but I only follow football, and I watch it only when the World Cup is on, and some champions. Not really consistently watching football.
Yeah. I mean, come on, we are the superstars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is their world. This is our world. Our superstars are right there. Rino and Terence. Yeah. Maybe hopefully someday they will come and ask you for a signature, you know. And
that would be an honor if that would happen.
Anyway, so what do you think about all those things that Terence has been saying? Looks like he's very confident. I kind of felt like he's more confident than I was expecting him to be. And then he has some examples to compare, you know. Yeah, himself. Do those mean anything?
Well, I believe that it means to him a lot, and I'm very glad to see him back in the sport, and then that he has more opportunity to travel now. And I think that all of the examples that he gave are, of course, good and again mean a lot to him. But for myself, I only focus on that one match. I don't really look at other performances. I only compare my performance to myself before a few months ago or a week ago or something like that. So right now I can't really train that much, or I can't really improve that much, as I have a competition in like a week. Maybe in 2 weeks. It's Zagreb Strong, and I'm only going to be competing on the left hand because after a week after Zagreb Strong, I'm going to, of course, Istanbul to fight Terence. And I think that I don't have that much time to improve, so I'm just going to try to keep my form and not do anything crazy, because the day I came back from Moldova, I arm wrestled with my mentor, Andrija Šimić, and we completely destroyed our arms, and my tendons got really sore, and I really couldn't do anything. Yeah, so I needed to rest for a while. So I'm just going to try to keep my form, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, many people are saying how many days to rest, how many days to do this, how many, like, it is like, I think we should all have like a dynamic mind, you know, just you need to listen to your body and learn about your body, and then just give it what it needs. There is nothing like, you know, that is standard, you know, do 7 days, do 5 days, do 3 days. I mean, if it is okay in 5 days, do 5 days. If it is not, do 7 days, you know, it's just, but
everything is different for everyone.
Yes, you need to know the best answer for your own self, you know. And about the after pullings, and we saw you, and then people kind of like question you. You pull in 85 kilo left arm Georgian guy, and people were like, wow. And then we saw that the guy on senior day, I don't think he was in the even final. He was probably 4th place or something. While you.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, he didn't even win his class, while you kind of comfortably won yours. And yeah, so just a message to Terence about the after pull, Terence.
That after pull was
playing mind games.
I wasn't even like trying anything, and I was just trying to grip up with him to see how he feels on the setup. I rely a lot on the start, and that's exactly why in most after pulls I lose to everyone. So,
and that's not really your pulling style, you know, what you're trying to do. You know, you're more like, I don't know. You go with left arm the same way, pressure.
Yeah, I can do all of the techniques on both of my arms.
I saw you in last year's Europeans. You hook Krasimir, and you travel him at the Europeans, and then at the WAF, you top roll him in strap. I saw. Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, and I'm just happy that, you know, like, all I want is like I want to see the passion in the eyes of the athletes. If they have the goals, I mean, it just like motivates me. Like, okay, I mean, this is your duty. You need to serve them. You know, you need to do everything for them. But whenever I see that people are like, oh yeah, it's okay if I do or not or something, and that it doesn't excite me. I really need people with passion that, you know, have something to prove, you know, like themselves. I remember when I won the first world title, I said I want to do the next one in the second different weight class, the 3rd, 4th, and I won the world's 5th. My dream was 7th, but injuries never allowed me. And so you always need to challenge yourself to do something more than what you have done before.
Absolutely, we always want to do better. Always want to do better.
Yeah, the same. You know, when I do the East versus West, I'm like, okay, it shouldn't be a repetition or the last one. It needs to be something different on this one. You need to do more. Yeah, that is how we progress, you know. And yeah, it will be great.
Without that kind of mindset, you really can't go far. You always have to be looking forward to something bigger, better, and you always need to want to improve.
Yeah. Like next year I may pull WAF, because next year I will be 50. I won my world title first at 19, and then I won in 20s, and I won in my 30s, and I only senior in 40s. Next year, if I win gold or even medal, then I will be winning medals in when I'm 90s and 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm not talking about masters. If I go through masters, I will probably get in something, you know, till I'm 70. But I'm talking about the real world championships. Yeah. Anyway,
awesome.
So yeah, there are some other great matches too. I would like to also ask you guys what you guys think about. And let's see what we have. Did you guys see the belt?
Yeah, the belt looks awesome. I love it. I love the design.
I have a question for you guys. is what is the goal? The only goal is beating each other, or there is some goal that is far beyond, you know, winning on July 29th. Like, do you want to have that belt?
No, definitely. Well, I think if you can pull for a world title match, I think that is the ultimate goal. I don't know about
and to
but
defend
that's
it again, that's also like one of the goals as well.
I mean, listen,
definitely.
if you are competing, there should be no one in your weight that can beat you. It should bother you. Like, somebody is better than me. That shouldn't happen.
No, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, there is someone who is breathing and better than me in my category. That is disturbing feeling. You just that is probably why I will never compete for fun. You know, I need to now. I'm returning, so my goal. I know that I cannot win 95 kilo. I have never been really 95 kilo. Biggest I competed officially is 75. So maybe 85 kilo. I will try. So let's go to other matches. I want to hear the predictions. Jerry Cadoret versus Hermes Gasparini.
I think, in my opinion, I think that Hermes has a better chance of winning against Jerry. Jerry might be able to get one or maximum 2 pins on Hermes, but I think that Hermes has a good transition from a top roll to a press. And as long as he keeps that center to his side or in the center, I think Jerry really can't get access to his power. And I even think that Hermes can flash pin Jerry by trying to press him. And I think his press is pretty good. And if he gets the angle right, he could go through his flop wrist press.
And someone who can do flop wrist press, you favor the top roller, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to say now, because I favor Jerry in this match, but it's the same spot as Rino is pulling. So.
Okay, so now Rino just describe, you know, how you, Terence, as possibly to beat him, right?
So I just gave
I must just recap that one. I think my favorite definitely in that match, I think, is Jerry. I think once he gets behind his arm in a strap, I think he's gonna tire out Hermes's pronator too much. I don't think he's gonna go through there. I saw he's lifting very heavy weights, almost I think only 10 kilos heavier than Rino is lifting, but and I saw you call it a world record on the back pressure. So
92 kilos.
Yeah,
Great.
So I think his pronator is very strong and very trained, but I think after 3-4 matches in a flop wrist, and you're not going to be able to use your pronator so much.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
If he manages to finish the matches quickly, he won't have any issues with Jerry.
Yeah, no, if it's flash pins, but if a match stops, I think it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Rino, why do you think that Terence is still calling you Rhino instead of Rino?
I don't know. I don't really notice it. It doesn't bother me at all if people call me Rhino or however they want. Really, however they pronounce my name, it's fine. I don't.
No, I'm just trying to start shit. You know, just like you know.
we are too. I think we are too calm or too respectful to even like have any kind of trash talk between us.
Yeah. But let me still try, you know. Let me still try.
Yeah.
Because you live in South Africa and Rhino, you meant like that one?
Yes, a lot of rhinos. Yeah.
Rhinos, yeah, right.
Yeah.
He took me to Kruger National Park, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
I was like it is just like wild, you know, like place, you know, there are some doors and outside is with the electric cables, right? Terence? And then there are some places for like vacation, the hotel and everything. And you go with your own car inside and then you go in and the lions are there. And then
Elephants.
Yeah, I was like I was thinking, because whenever I watch, like, I thought that when lion sees us, he just jumps on us and they kill us.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit, Which year was it, Terence? I came and visit you. 2014, maybe 13, 14.
Yeah, I think it was 14. Yeah.
Wow, almost 10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah. You know why I call him Rhino? It's because he's big and slow.
Oh,
That's
slow.
why. Yeah.
See now,
Here we
Rino, see now.
It's starting.
Yeah, he's trying to provocate you. And what are you, Terence? Lion? Can lion kill Rino?
No, definitely. Yeah, definitely. No, lion, elephants, rhino, lions, elephants, rhinos is very dangerous. Buffaloes. So we were driving in a Kruger National Park, me and you, but we didn't get out of the car. As soon as you see trouble, you need to go. But yeah, it's a very interesting place.
Yeah,
I remember we saw a leopard as well. I know it's a very scarce thing you can see in Kruger National Park, but we saw one.
Oh, yeah.
I think Engin left.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's tired of us.
Yeah. It said you're the host now. Yeah, he left.
Wow. I think he will join us back now.
I don't think he can. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to leave for a second and then listen to you guys, what you talk behind me. And then I'm like, okay.
I was on my way to tell Rino how he was sleeping in the car in the Kruger National Park, but I will not do that.
Okay, do you follow the poll results? 77% Rino is gonna win, and Terence has like now 22%. Terence, 78% Rino. Does it affect your psychology, Terence, to see this kind of results?
No, I think that result will be there because of Rhino is more famous currently. Because when I was arm wrestling, the new guys, what is watching arm wrestling now is not around, or they are around, but it's too much new guys. So everybody knows Rino. I don't think they know me or know what I've done in the past. So yeah, I think after the East versus West, people will know who I am. Even if I win or I lose, they will know who I am, and they will go look in the history and see the matches I've done in the past.
Okay, let's go back to Jerry versus Hermes. I just started a poll. Yesterday it was like 62% Hermes and 38% Jerry. Okay, so Rino said his opinion. What's your opinion about that match, Terence?
No, I said I think Jerry is gonna win that one.
Oh, Jerry's gonna win that man. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that Hermes is gonna destroy him. I don't know if it is because Hermes is young and more like charismatic, while Jerry gives his wrist. Maybe they like top roller better than the flop wrist, or is this because Hermes is? I mean, Hermes really proved himself. Hermes really like what he did to Levan. Of course, Levan won, but it was just very impressive. Like it was like I was at a point like is this real? Like time stop. I was like, what's happening? Levan is like this and Hermes is just like going like this. I was like, wow, we learned something new. Before the match, if you say, if Levan takes Hermes's risk, do you think there is a possibility to Hermes to go like this? We would just say probably Levan would break his arm, right? But we learned something new, So it's hard to really
predict these matches.
Yeah, anything. We're still learning, we know something as much as it's proven. But I mean, like another thing that I was amazed, even more amazed, how Ongarbayev pulled against Michael Todd, you know, like he was also something like, I just can't imagine anything. The guy has speed, the guy has endurance, well-rounded, he's smart, he knows when to wait, he knows when to attack. Like, wow, it was just like incredible. Anyway, so you are saying that, but do you think that Jerry is underestimated?
Definitely. What I told Rino just now, I said, I think Hermes's pronator will get tired. If the match stops and there's a strap, I think his pronator will be too tired to beat Jerry 6 times if he's on the wrong side of the table.
3 times in it.
3 times, okay.
Best of 5. Yeah. Hey, listen, don't tell me that how many rounds you need to win at the East versus West while I set here a match. Okay, 1 second. Rino, who do you want to replace my match?
Where you want.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, so you are saying that his pronator will be. Do you really believe that Hermes is gonna go this way, Terence, or do you think he has some other plans?
No, I think he's gonna go for the top roll. I think that's what he's very good with that. I know he can do multiple styles, but I think he's top roll. Even when I see you training in the gym, he's lifting 92 kilograms to the back. So I think he's definitely going to use his pronator a lot.
I think that like lifting 92 kilo, like I think that we should lift the weights in the angle that we are also gonna go apply like pressure to the pad. When you are lifting, like when you are like this, I am not sure if it is so good idea to lose all the angles, you know, because you may apply so much pressure, but if you cannot have, I think you need to have the elbow lock to apply the pressure. So but I think that Hermes, I see that Hermes knows what he needs to do, but knowing first you need to know what you need to do. The second, you need to be capable of doing that. It also requires strength and ability. We will see if he can or not, but just I know one thing for sure, that Jerry has pulled many guys like Hermes, but I'm not sure how many opponent Hermes had like Jerry. It doesn't mean that Hermes cannot win, because Hermes is incredible. Once he takes you here, once he puts his shoulder, he cannot do maybe direct shoulder pressure, but once he gets on his position, I haven't seen anyone stopping him yet.
Yes, he's very good.
Yeah. Let's see another one. So I'm gonna ask you, Gennady versus Morozov. That match, whenever I think, it just like hurts my elbow. Like I'm just thinking, ready, go, boom, and then if the match stop, can you imagine the pressure there?
Yes.
immense, unimaginable pressure.
Yeah, and then they both have incredible endurance.
Yeah.
You know, Morozov many times came back from, you know,
2
bad
losses.
positions, and then losing positions. While we saw the Gennady, before the Gennady versus Devon match, I always reminded Gennady, like, okay, what do you think about Devon's endurance? And he was like, how about my endurance, you know? And the guy also has good endurance. So, Rino, let's go with you.
I don't know. In my opinion, Morozov is the favorite in this match. I know that Gennady is really strong, but as we saw in his match with Hermes, his wrist could be his weakness. But again, with the match with Devon, we saw that he can do an excellent flop wrist press. So I think that Morozov definitely has a challenge in front of him, but he is super versatile, and we saw in his match with Corey that he can switch styles in the middle of the match, and he can tell when to switch pressure and to switch it into the correct position. So I think that Morozov will win this match.
I have a question, Rino. In 2018, I think Gennady got injured. 2018, and the match that he had against Hermes was, as far as I remember, Endo 2021.
Yeah.
So
I
it was like almost 3 years he was away from competition. And that was the first match. And he still was afraid to use his joint. If you realize that only thing he did was just pulling himself
Yeah.
back against Hermes. But maybe you realize that 5th round, 6th round, he kind of get a little bit more brave and started, you know, hitting. I don't know if you remember the match. I'm not saying that maybe Hermes didn't take so seriously the last rounds, but what I'm just saying, that Gennady and the Gennady of today,
Yeah,
to me,
two different people.
so different. Yeah, not only about the strength, also psychologically you are away and you are healthy now. And so, yeah, I understand what you are saying, but the guy also has, I mean, he's capable of doing many things at the table. So you are saying Morozov is the favorite,
Yeah.
but by top roller or even in the hook?
I think even in the hook, he has a great chance of beating Gennady.
So you are saying that even in the hook, his chance is higher than Gennady's chance?
Yeah, I would say so, yes.
Like to win 3 rounds or just fresh match?
I think that maybe he would get tired if they went into a hook in every single round, and maybe he wouldn't have as good a chance. So yeah, I would say in the first match, if they were fresh and they both went into a hook, I think that Morozov would have a better chance of beating Gennady.
But you believe that Morozov is gonna win generally, but you
Yeah.
depend on his top roll by saying this?
I don't think he depends on his top roll. I think he can pull in every position almost equally as well as
Okay, but
his top roll.
against Gennady, how is he gonna win? Just tell me, like, how do you think he's gonna win? Just top roll?
Probably top roll and hook.
Oh, so he's
Both
gonna
of those. Yeah.
whatever position he is in, he was gonna win. That's what you are saying. And
Yeah.
Terence?
Yeah, I'm so glad Rino said Morozov is going to win, because I don't want to agree with Rino. So my favorite is definitely Gennady. I know him a very long time. Even 2009, he was on the stage there in Italy making a show for the crowd at the World Championships. I don't know who plays with your opponent in the final and gives a show. So yeah, very high respect for him. I know him very well.
Terence, one second. So what I see that the new generation is supporting the new generation, the old generation is supporting the old generation.
Yes, definitely.
Go ahead, yeah.
and Rino is voting for Morozov, so there's no way I can agree with him. So I have to choose somebody else. But luckily for me, it's my favorite one, so it's good.
So you are saying that the old school guys are gonna give some lesson to the new school guys?
Definitely, yeah. We definitely gonna have a meeting before the time and see how we're gonna beat these young guys.
Yeah. See, Paul Brick says that Terence put this guy to the bed. It means that the guy is so young. Put him to the bed and tell him like some story.
Put me to sleep. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Okay. 72% Morozov, 28% Gennady. So this is the 71-29 now. Okay, let's go to the next one.
It's Farid Usmanli and Wagner Bartolotto.
Bortolato, yeah. Go ahead.
Bartolotto, yes. It's a left arm.
I think so, yes.
It's left arm, yeah.
Rino can answer first. I want to hear what he says.
I think
these two are both old school guys, so
yeah, no, definitely.
That's a really good match, and if I remember correctly, Farid had a match with Corey on the left hand as well. I can't remember, did he lose or win?
He lost 3-2, while Wagner lost to Dizerano 3-2. Both left arm matches, It also was Dizerano's comeback match after probably maybe 1.5 years, probably.
I think that Bortolato has a good chance at beating Farid, even though Farid is very, very strong inside and outside. I'm not really so I don't really know Farid's strengths so well, but I do know that Bortolado likes to go for a press and is more
Yeah.
inside focused. So if
Shoulder
Farid
pressure,
doesn't contest the center of Bortolado, and if he doesn't keep his shoulders behind his arm at all times, I think that Bortolado will just press through his arm. If Farid does something like this, I think he will just lose immediately.
So you are saying that Farid needs to take Bortolado's hands past his shoulder so he cannot apply the shoulder pressure.
Yeah. Here,
So,
and even if Bortolato manages to press, Farid is here and he's pressing into his whole arm, not only on his brachioradialis.
yeah. So basically, to apply shoulder pressure, you need to put shoulder behind your head. If your hand is taken that way, it's hard to press. Or if your hand turned this way, and if you don't have the wrist, it's also hard because here your tricep is working this way. Once your palm is facing up, now your tricep is working to your losing side.
You're trying to give Terence a
yes.
I got on.
Rino,
thanks for the videos.
I don't know how to do these things privately, so I do that in front of everyone.
Yeah, thanks for the videos you sent me, Ingen. I appreciate it. I saw it yesterday.
The videos I sent you?
Yeah, how to beat Rino. I remember you sent it to me yesterday. Remember?
Just I will tell you something, Terence. You, I, and Rino understand it, but there are countless people behind the keyboard that they really take that very seriously. Like yesterday, I had a podcast with Jerry and Hermes. I said, Jerry, is it fair that this guy is so light for you? You know, is it fair you are heavier? And then some guy just like very seriously, this is favoritism, you know, like you see that you are sporting this guy. And then I was like we all laugh, you know, it's just funny. And the guy like really takes seriously. So yeah, I ask you a favor. Whenever you joke, just mention it's a joke so that I won't have to take all that shit, you know.
No, it was definitely a joke. I was just kidding. I just trying to get
Andrea. Okay, so what were we talking about? You go now, Terence. He said that Wagner is most likely gonna win. It's 55-45 for Wagner so far.
Yeah, I think Farid is gonna win this one, definitely. I didn't see him compete the last few years. I didn't see any of his matches. I don't know on what level he is. But I also think Wagner is also not on that very high level he used to be. I competed against Wagner in 2013 at Nemiroff World Cup. So it was a good match. It was a long match.
You're talking about left or right?
Left hand.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yes. And so in my head, at that stage, I don't see myself ever standing a chance of beating Farid at all. He was on a higher level. In my head, he was on a higher level than I was. But I could have, I was in the same level as Wagner was. So I think my favorite will be Farid. I think he will beat him. I don't know about his styles because I didn't see him compete for a few years. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the match is going to go, but I think he's a stronger guy.
Okay, let's go to Pablo versus Sandris.
A good match as well. I think that for me, the favorite is Sandris, just because of his versatility and his ability to counter Pablo's hook. I didn't see Pablo. I saw Pablo pull top roll on the left hand, but for me, it looked a little bit, unpolished and maybe like he's just beginning to try top roll and he's beginning to catch on how to use top roll. And I think that Sandris is definitely the favorite in this match, and I think that he will be able to isolate Pablo's bicep and beat him pretty comfortably.
Sandris is one of those guys that is undefeated at East versus West. He beat Chance Show, and then he
Matt
beat
Mask? Oh,
Lachlan,
Lachlan. Yeah, I
and
forgot about Lachlan.
Lachlan, and the Matt Mask, and now he is pulling Paulo. I think in a fresh match, the horsepower, pure horsepower, Paulo can be very dangerous. But can he do that like 3 times? Paulo doesn't seem super good with the endurance.
Yeah,
But once, if you can dominate someone, then you can do 3 times. Well, once you are like stopped, and then
he doesn't even need to get stopped. If you watch the video, if you watched his match with Sabin Batulescu, he actually, if I remember correctly, he flash spinned him 2 times. Yeah, and then one time I think maybe Badulescu got a little stop, and then it was over.
Yeah, but
I think that was the left hand.
First 2 rounds, Badulescu went this way, and the other rounds, I think he more went to the arm.
He applied side pressure a lot sooner.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds.
And how you see that, Terence, that match?
Yeah, I also think Sanders is going to take this one.
I understand.
No, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, so you both think Sanders is gonna win, and then let's go to the next one. Daniel Prokopchuk, Emil Amirshadyan. Are you guys familiar with Emil?
No, sadly I'm not.
You guys don't know Emil? Emil and Daniel has some history. And as far as I remember, Daniel beat him 2017 WAF final. And then 2018, I think the Europeans, Emil won. And Daniel, nice. I don't think Daniel was in top 3. And I think second place was Mindaugas, third was Cherkasov. And then 2018 Moldova event, either Emil didn't compete or Emil competed but didn't do well, because I remember Daniel and Cherkasov at the final. And then 2019 WAF, before the pandemic, and they were in same class, 70 kilo, and Emil won. Not sure what Daniel plays, but maybe third, maybe, I don't remember. So Emil is no joke. Emil has won category that Daniel was part, and Daniel also did the same thing against him. So I think it's gonna be a good match. And so you guys don't know Emil, so probably hard for you to predict.
No, very hard. I don't know these guys.
I think that anyone in the 75 kilo class going against Daniel is going to be kind of the underdog or not the favorite. Daniel is just.
How about Alan Zolev? How about Alan Zolev?
Alan Zolev.
75 kilo.
Yeah. Could be a tough match for him.
He would also be underdog. He would also be underdog, you think?
I don't know. In my mind, yes, because I don't know too much.
You mean
about
left
him.
or right? You mean left or right?
Right. I think right hand.
Right arm? Oh, okay. Because Daniel has not won any right arm world title yet. He won left arm all his titles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah. And this year, most likely Alan will go to Kazakhstan to see Daniel versus Alan. Will be like mind-blowing. I invite Alan Zolev, but he is in the Army University, Army Academy or something. And he cannot travel outside of Russia unless it is like an official event or something like WAF. It's just, I'm still trying. Because
they're both like slow pullers. They like to get into their position and slowly pull. And I think that would be definitely interesting. Forever match. Yeah. It will never end. Who has more endurance and who can like position better and pull at a better angle. I think that's what's going to really show in that match.
Yeah. And then we have Lachlan versus Mike Aiello.
Oh my God, I know who Mike Aiello. Oh yeah. Okay,
the guy with so many tattoos.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know. Mike looks really strong in most of his matches. I don't know. He doesn't seem super versatile, at least to me. It looks like he only pulls in
Oh,
inside
like a
into a deep
yeah,
hook.
drag hook.
Yeah. Lachlan, pretty good top roll and hook. I think he is going to have a pretty tough match with Mike. Mike is no joke. I don't know. Really tough to predict who's going to win this one, as I'm not really familiar with their
I
strength.
think they pull in the past, and Mike
They don't
Aiello
pull?
won. Yeah, kind of comfortably as far as I remember, and Lachlan was happy that he has chance to pull. I never knew that they pulled before, you know.
No,
And
neither did I.
yeah,
I would definitely put Mike as the favorite, especially after this event in Australia that was held like yesterday or a few days ago. I saw that Lachlan had a bit of trouble with one of the guys that he was pulling against, and I don't know. It just seems to me like he's staying in one place, you know, not really going up in power or anything like that. So
soon we will find out how their current shape is. And what do you think, Terence? Do you know the guys?
I know Lachlan very well. He's also from the Southern Hemisphere. He's from Australia. Close.
Yeah.
He's my neighbor. So he's a good guy. But I think he's struggling with an injury. I don't know. I'll have to speak to him again. But last time he was recovering from an injury. I think that is why his wrist is exposed. But if he's healed up, I think he has a very good chance of giving a good match. But I'm slightly going to go with Mike as the favorite.
I understand. And let's go. Chance versus Petrenko.
is it the right arm?
Right arm. Yeah. I wouldn't set a match for Chance left arm.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, a tough one to predict. Last match that Chance had was against the Georgian.
Arabuli, yeah. Arabuli, he top roll Arabuli. He even flash pin.
And then he pressed flop
yeah,
wrist.
Yeah, I would never think that like someone would flop wrist him. But yeah, Petrenko, I don't know. We will see. Petrenko is also a very strong guy.
Yeah, he goes mostly inside, as I saw. With his left, he can go top roll and inside, but with his right, I think his right hand is weaker than his left hand. He goes mostly inside. So if he can get into the strap with a Chance, and if he can set a hook, I think Chance will have some trouble, definitely. But if Chance can get him on the start, if he can take his wrist, I think he won't have any problems with him. So
you told all the possibilities, but who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know. It's so difficult to predict who's going to win.
50-50?
Something like that, yeah. It's going to depend a lot on the start and a lot on who has a better position and who's ready. I don't know. I would put my money on Chance.
Chance. Okay, so you are saying 51-49 probably.
Yeah, for Chance.
Okay. And Terence?
Yeah, I'm also with Chance on this one. I think he's very explosive, and I think he has a very good start. So I think that will be devastating for a hooker against him. And also, I know he can hook, but I think his top roll is going to go over him.
You're talking about
Chance.
Oh, yeah,
Chance.
I think Petrenko can also go outside as well, but we will see.
I don't know him that well.
Yeah, but Petrenko is definitely a lot slower. Like Terence said, Chance is much more explosive than Petrenko, and we definitely saw that in his match with John. He was just so slow on the start. And
you're talking about John?
No, I'm talking about Petrenko. That he's really slow on the start.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. I mean, Chance is explosive if he can also have the wrist. But sometimes, like if the guy's opponent is, the pronator is so like any if your race is going that way. I kind of think that it's gonna be a very good match, right from the
Yeah, it
beginning.
is.
But I don't expect. I expect a flash pin by chance only if Petrenko tries to go inside. If Petrenko protects his back pressure, it may be a battle with the both have neutral wrists and then pull such way,
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a tough match for both of them.
Yeah. And then let's go to quickly Justin Bishop versus Tom's Roses.
Oh my God, I'm not familiar with both of
Family,
those
okay,
guys.
then I ask you another one. Oh, this one I don't know, but I ask you only just say your prediction, no detail, okay, for this one. Just say
Okay.
who's gonna win, okay? Okay. Rino Masic versus Terence Opperman.
I think
Short.
will win.
Rino is gonna win. And Terence?
Yeah, I think the guy from the Southern Hemisphere is definitely the favorite. Yeah.
Definitely favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
in my
like
eyes.
3-0.
Definitely. I think that last round, he might play a little bit with his foot, but we'll see.
Okay. Anyway, so there is also Elizabeth versus Carolina. Elizabeth, we get to know her. I mean, at least after the East versus West finals, she looks very strong. And Carolina, I don't know if you guys know her or not, but Carolina probably has pulled some of the longest arm wrestling matches in the history. Once she stops you, she will pull like 3 days and 3 nights, she will pull. Yeah. And Carolina is incredibly experienced. Elizabeth is kind of new compared to her. Elizabeth is a little bit heavier. I think she will be like 5 kilo or something heavier. And she looks very strong. But I really don't know how the match is gonna go. One is super powerful, while other one is like experienced and have incredible endurance. And women usually they don't use the wrists so much like we do. They go like more like this, and then
More like a low hand.
nobody controls each other's pronator or something, and then they actually put pressure like on unlocked elbow. You don't like once you control, it's easy to pin, but when you don't just apply your own pressure without making the opponents those locking points like
I only saw Barbora do that. A high wrist and control.
Barbora do if it is in like I mean Sarah Beckman also.
Yeah, that's what I also wanted to say now.
Yeah, Irina Makeva.
Yes.
And Heidi Anderson. Oh yeah, they were just incredible. Yeah. Anyways, we will see. Levan Saginashvili's liver. Rino will crush Terence. He is a champion in past, but the new age has come. Yeah, this is exactly who said this? This is something that Petrenko said about John. Like the new age has come, and then in East versus West is the proof of that. He couldn't do it, but later Irakli has done it. Yeah, we will see. What do you guys think about if the match rematch happens between Ongarbayev and John?
I still think that Ongarbayev will win, especially now. I'm even more convinced that he's even better than I thought previously. I think that John is just too slow, and I think that age is sadly getting the better of him, and he's slowly slowing down even more. And I think he just couldn't, and he couldn't keep up with Ongarbayev's speed and constant surges. So I think that Ongarbayev would win that match.
Yeah, when we get older, the signal from brain to the hand is just coming slower. Yeah. Before, like when I was young, I was feeling like my brain is in my hand. I could close my eyes, and then feel everything, right here. Now I need to please send signal to my hand. Please send signal.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just and then imagine all the pressure John has experienced. Just imagine he had like Clive Dean, Richard Lapkus, Gary Goodrich, Alan Karev, Pushkar, Ferit, Devon, Travis, Dennis. You know, like it's still up to today. You know, can you imagine how much pressure that arm felt? You know, in the last
Yeah.
40 years. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
like
amazing.
surprised that he can still compete. You know, because the
Yeah,
guy
it's a
was
miracle. It's a miracle that someone at his age can still be so prominent, even with the young and up and coming arm wrestlers. It's just phenomenal and incredible that we have someone like him in our sport. It's
yes,
incredible.
yes, yes. Like 40 years, and then even today, someone who is as heavy as him cannot say that I would destroy this guy because anything can happen, you know. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised he comes in a shape and then beats Ongarbev, even though I see Ongarbev on the paper as a favorite. But this guy was 90, 95 kilo most of his career, and then he didn't even take the competition in his class seriously. His main focus was pulling all those 120, 30, 40, 150 kilo guys, you know. You imagine
Yeah.
you have a career and then pulling with guys that who are like 50% heavier than you, and they are like really giant guys. You know, I think John is like we are so lucky to have him in our sport. Anyway, so
Absolutely.
yeah, so before we finish, do you guys have anything to tell each other? Lastly, and I realized that Rino came here so like gentleman and so respectful, and then he also get a little bit you get in his skin, but little bit Terence when he's with calm, so confident, you know, and like yeah, and then Rino is probably thinking maybe I would just this respecting a little to the side. I mean, of course, he's not going to tell you anything disrespectful, but I think at the table, he will be.
No, I have immense respect for Terence just because I think in my eyes, he's definitely one of the legends of the sport just because he's been fighting for so many years and he had matches with one of the best arm wrestlers of that era. And he beat a lot of them. So it's on one hand, it's an honor to arm wrestle with someone like him. And of course, I would wish him the best of luck. And I hope he comes prepared so the match isn't too boring for the viewers and for myself. And yeah, that's all I would say.
Yeah. So listen, come here very well prepared. Otherwise, the match will be boring, Terence. Anything to answer?
Yes, I'm definitely prepared. I have a few days left to train. So if I can be still injury-free at the time I'm starting to rest, I think he's going to have a run for his money. My training went very well. I was training maybe 3 months before Arm Wars. I started to train intensely, so I didn't stop training. I had a problem with my left arm. Every day I train, then I have to rest 7 days for the pain to go away. So I was struggling with my left arm for a while until Arm Wars. It healed up pretty nicely. But after Arm Wars, when I got invited to East versus West, I didn't train left anymore because it's wasting some time. You can do more quality training on the right arm. So I was only training right arm. So yeah, I pulled with my club by far from me. It's an hour and a half drive. So I had not too much stable time, but I feel confident of the weights and the pulleys and the elastics and the cables and the stuff I was doing. So I'm definitely prepared. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be boring.
So tell him to not to worry for you. You know, he should worry for himself, right, Terence?
Yeah, what I can tell him is, don't worry about the match. I'll give the crowd a show. Don't worry.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
I know you can only flash pins, so nobody's going to see that. But I'll make sure the match stop and give the crowd a show, and looks like I'm struggling a little bit, and then you know what I mean.
Nice. Sure.
Wow. So that is, you really put the guy to the bed, right? Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And before we go, I'm gonna tell you something, Terence. Have you ever seen something like Arsen Liliev in Bulgaria? What do you think about that guy's shape? It was too much, right?
No, it was too much. No, it was too much. Yeah, the first match, I maybe stopped him for a split second, but after that, there was nothing. He was.
No,
just
I'm not
playing with
talking only
everybody.
about your match, but other people as well in that event. But what I just tried to say, how would he do today, 105 kilo? Could he have a chance against Ongarbayev?
No, definitely. If you just take about who he has beaten at his prime, he got pins on Denis Saplenkov, he beat Pushkar, he beat all the best guys in the world.
Yeah, but we need to really explain a little bit that Denis and Pushkar killed each other, because I also talked with Arsen. The guy is realistic enough that he said that he was in best shape ever, even better than the shape that you saw him. He went just to beat Denis, he said. And he said Redigo came and he hit Denis as he has never hit anyone else. And he said he hit a wall and Denis just beat him in 1 second. And he said next day, if he had so much soreness, he said like a bus hit him. And he said that I said, was the match long? He said, no, he beat me in 1 second. But because the pressure was so hard, you know. So what the Arsen at any shape cannot beat Denis unless the guy is tired, that he pulled with Pushkar, they killed each other, even it was a very tough man. But it doesn't take anything away from Arsen, which was like 100 kilo. The other guy is 140 kilo, almost 50% bigger than him. It doesn't take, but Arsen may be like the best in his category. I don't know, like he was.
Depends on his shape. I think that's the deciding factor of how well he will perform.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it depends on what's the composition.
In 2015, he was ranked #1 under 100 kilograms in the world. You remember when you were still doing the rankings?
Yeah.
So I think that shape, I don't know, to compare it to today, because the bar is keep on rising. So I think if he stayed in the sport, he will still be on that level. But I think if he's going to try to come back now, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for him.
He's still young. I think he was born in 1987. He's only 36 years old, and he is not a beginner. You know? If he comes in a year, I think he will be ready. I almost convinced him. Almost everything was ready, and the war started, and his name was on the list. You know, like they didn't take him, but they could. You understand? And he was like, "Oh, and I lost my motivation. I tried again. It didn't work anymore." But I almost set in matches, you know, almost. But like, unfortunately, it just, let's see. I hope everything will be fine. And I see you guys very soon, in 3 weeks. And then I hope we were going to have a fun, good time together. And
for sure we will. For sure.
Yeah. I wish you guys the best. I will be very happy to host you guys. And remember, you guys are superstars. I don't care about the other sports superstars. This is our sport, and you guys are our superstars. And hope to see you guys. And thank you very much for joining. And just please don't lose anything from your confidence. I want to see two guys there to continue with the dreams, you know, instead of just having a little break, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Take care.
You.
Thank everyone who watched us.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.